times that just because they are aligned against the government. MEK Ali Şeriat'ın çizgisinde sol komünizm ile alakası yok. I know, but some people think they're communist, or they originated as a communist. I think they originated as a communist movement, but it's been overtaken, and there's no communism in the MEK. MEKs as communist as the DPRK is democratic, or the Nazis are socialist? Exactly. All right. Anyway. Okay, we're done. I don't know how the fuck we got the fallen going. All right, react time.
Lawmakers in D.C. have spent months trying to negotiate.
Damn, okay, Ali Velshi. Having Bernard on.
A new COVID relief bill to help the millions of Americans suffering from the pandemic. But this week, there looks to be some headway. A group of bipartisan centrist lawmakers unveiled a $908 billion stimulus plan that would provide much-needed aid to hard-hit cities, states, and unemployed Americans. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says the plan's framework should be used as the basis for more negotiations. But Senator Bernie Sanders, a key vote in the Senate, is vocally opposing this proposal, saying it doesn't go far enough for struggling Americans. Joining me now is the independent senator from Vermont, Bernie Sanders. Senator, good to see you again. I am worried about this because I'm going around the country every week talking to small businesses and workers, and they're very, while I'm very excited that we'll have a vaccine out soon, these folks don't have 6 months of money to keep their businesses afloat or to stay in their apartments or to not be kicked out of their homes. They're finding themselves in food lines and food insecure. We need direct payments.
Absolutely, we need direct payments. Let us be clear. What we have right now are people suffering in a way economically that we have not seen since the Great Depression. Hunger is at an all-time high in recent years. You have tens of thousands of people facing eviction. You got over 90 million people who are uninsured or underinsured. And what the American people want, they understand that in the midst of this crisis, through no fault of their own, because of their pandemic, the economy is in shambles. And they are asking the United States Congress to help them. At the very least, what we should be doing is continuing that $1,200 payment to every working class adult in this country, plus $500 for their children. In addition to that, I worry very much that in this bill being put together right now, there is legal immunity for corporations who have been irresponsible in protecting their workers. So the fact that we are not addressing the economic crisis of tens of millions of people in this bill, and they were giving large corporations carte blanche to ignore the safety needs of their workers, tells me that this is not a bill that should be passed.
And in fact, when the Democrats wanted a $2 trillion bill and Mitch McConnell was suggesting a $500 billion bill, it was mostly, the $500 million didn't include any direct payments to anybody. It was mostly indemnity to corporations. But I have to ask you, Senator Sanders, where this is coming from. Is it the lies that the president has had about coronavirus and its seriousness? Is it Mitch McConnell and Republicans who are very, very concerned about increasing debt, which would be like finding God very suddenly? suddenly in your last week of life? Or is it this K-shaped recovery in which we've got a Dow at 30,000, we've got stock holders doing very well, we've got people like me who can work from home and unaffected if it takes another 6 months to get a vaccine, I'll do just fine. And there's a whole group of people in this country who are in food lines and not able to work from home and getting sicker and potentially exposed to death.
Ali, I think it is all of the above. It is a contempt. Now, could you imagine if corporate executives were put into a position where their lives were being threatened and the government said, we don't have to worry about that? We're looking at tens and tens and tens of thousands of working class people, often black and brown, working in the food processing industry, working in Amazon, where, as I understand it, 20,000 people have been infected. And what Mitch McConnell is saying, we're going to make sure that none of those corporations, no matter how irresponsible they have been, none of them are going to face any legal repercussions. This reminds me of going back to The Jungle. You remember the book, The Jungle, in early 1900s? Yeah. We're going back there. Doesn't matter what you do to your workers. And second of all, again, the American people don't want a handout, but they understand that this pandemic is now ravaging this country, worse today than ever before. They need help to get their feet back on, their feet back on, standing up so they can take care of their kids. And we have got to address those.
Where are you in this process? What levers do you have to push? I mean, obviously, if the Georgia Senate runoff goes a certain way on January 5th, it'll be a lot easier to get things through the Senate. But what levers do you have to push to say Americans need direct payments? Small businesses need grants, not loans. Companies need European style, pay the companies to keep people employed for longer.
Right. We're working with colleagues both in the Senate and in the House, and we're trying to rally the American people. This, what we are talking about here, Ali, is not a radical idea. It is what the American people want. And every now and then, it might be a good idea for Congress to listen to the American people rather than large corporations.
Senator, we've been talking a lot about this Georgia election. It's 1 month from today. And it's, for people outside of Georgia, they may think it's the problem of people in Georgia. But in fact, this may be the best answer for getting things done in Congress if Democrats have essential control of Congress in a 50-50 Senate.
Yeah, look, this is enormously important. And to our friends in Georgia, please understand that what this election is about, if you want to raise the minimum wage to a living wage, you got to vote for Warnock and Ossoff.
Wow.
If you want to expand health care rather than cut and throw people off of health care, you got to vote for these guys. If you're concerned about climate change, you got to vote for these guys. If you want a strong COVID-19 emergency bill, you got to vote for these guys. So, in fact, what's happening in Georgia right now is going to impact the entire country. And as you've indicated, it will mean whether or not we can bring
I agree with Bernie.
forward an agenda that works for working people rather than just the wealthy and the powerful.
Yeah, because you've told me several times over.
But for the record, do I think that Warnock and Ossoff making this a Democratic Senate, do I think that that's going to...
I agree with Bern Nodders.
Do I think that it's going to, solve America's problems in its entirety? No. Do I even think that we're going to get a comprehensive stimulus package that addresses the needs on the ground? No. Also, no. But if you want anything, this is what you got to do. Do you ever disagree with Bernie? Yeah, I disagree with Bernie. I think he's too soft. I think he's too soft on the neoliberals. I think he's too soft on the Republicans.
The last few months since you left the presidential race, that your goal is to get Joe Biden elected and then to make him...
Just like how we are settling for Biden? No, this is more important than fucking settling for Biden. There is nothing that they can do. We all know that Democrats are predisposed towards compromise, right? They love doing compromise. They fucking love it. The only way that they can get off is when they're thinking about how they're going to do bipartisan compromise. So if there's like, and they love losing too, but gracefully losing. So the problem is like, if they fucking have
3,
if they have a Senate majority, if the Republicans maintain a Senate majority, then it's not happening. Like, they already love compromise anyway. If the Republicans have a Senate majority, maintain a Senate majority, then we're not getting anything. Like, no one is getting anything. Republicans can do whatever the fuck they want. It's gonna be like Senate Majority Mitch McConnell under Obama, perhaps even worse. Deficit hawking, no fucking protections, liability protection for corporations. Get ready for everything. So
4,
it's gonna get even fucking worse, is what I mean. Yeah, symbolic measures from the House. Why don't you just become a Republican and then get other people to join with you so can all instead talk that party over and turn it into
5.
socialism? What? Why would I fucking do that?
6,
If Dems don't win this, then Joe will not get anything done and the DNC will be completely fucked in 2024. Yeah.
wow, our sub baby is
It could
in the
even be
second
worse.
trimester. Hey,
It's
Suni.
probably even
Appreciate
worse than
you,
fucking
Hass.
having Trump. If we don't win, okay, here, I'll just say this much. If we don't win fucking Senate majority, there's definitely areas of improvement with Biden presidency over Trump with executive orders, right? But on the legislative side, like literally having Donald Trump as president would be even better in the short run, especially because
7,
at least there would be fucking some stimulus package that could get pushed through. You know what I mean? Not saying that Trump is better than Joe Biden at all. Do not misunderstand me. But like, if we're looking to get people money, I think these guys are such fucking demons. The Republican Party they're such fucking demons that like, while they could be potentially on board with delivering Trump a second stimulus if he had won his reelection, I know for a fact that they're not going to suffer at all from standing against stimulus. And on the legislative side, I truly think that Mitch McConnell would be less likely to offer Democrats a stimulus package than Trump a stimulus package. And if we don't win the fucking Senate majority, like, there's no way around that.
8,
The most progressive president in the history of the United States. That job becomes a lot easier if
They had a whole year to give Trump a second stimulus. They didn't care. Yeah, I think they wanted to. Yeah. I'm not saying that it's likely that they were going to do it for Trump either. They didn't do it for Trump the second time around. And that could have fucking been the saving grace for Donald Trump. But are you suggesting electing all Republicans is the best way to get things done? No, that's not what I'm saying. What are you, fucking stupid? No. No. I'm saying that it's so fucking unlikely. It's so, oh God, I hate this chat right now. I'm going to stop talking about fucking, I don't know what's going on today. It's just like everything is cancerous. Why are you guys doing this? Why are you guys counting? Like, I get it. Donos are saying numbers and shit, but like, are you saying they only do stimulus to make themselves look better? That's what I hear. Yes.
you at least don't have Republicans controlling the Senate.
Absolutely.
My point was that Republicans have a higher likelihood. Republicans have a fucking higher likelihood, albeit it's still very unlikely, but they would have a higher likelihood of conceding to a Trump administration with a fucking a second stimulus once the election was done with than a Biden one if they maintain the majority. That's all I'm saying. It's an argument to be made about why it's so important to have Democrats in Georgia. Okay? Please don't clip this out of context and like post it in some fucking forums and be like, Hassan thinks Donald Trump would be better.
Thanks,
Because like this shit happens pretty much every fucking day now. Like literally every fucking day this shit gets clipped out of context, and then like people are like, Hassan loves the Republican Party or some shit.
Hi.
By psychos.
And it is, we're all working as hard as we can to make sure that the two Democratic candidates win in Georgia. And those two elections will clearly have a profound impact on everybody in our country.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSN.
Ending the war on drugs? No. Inside Donald Trump's American castle, Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago is filled with excessive luxury, like $7 million worth of gold decor and a gift shop full of Donald Trump.
Stop caring so much, they will hate you no matter what. Yeah, but there's a lot of fucking people that are... Here's the problem. There's a lot of people who don't know the fucking details. They don't know what my fucking worldview looks like. They just tangentially know what I do, okay? And if there's like a super active fucking community that's constantly fucking creating agitprop about how like I believe in positions that I don't actually fucking believe in real life, then so many of those random people they're not gonna fucking go and like look for themselves or ask me a question about whether or not I believe those things. They're just gonna be like, oh wow, like that's crazy. I can't believe Hassan is like pro-Republican, and that's what hurts ultimately. It's fucking annoying. It's really fucking annoying. Big True, before I watched you, I thought you were tanky. See, this is what I'm saying. There's hella people, no matter what, that probably think I'm some like fucking psycho. Like it's no different than the way that the Republicans have portrayed me on the internet for so long, along with like anti-SJW centrists, right? Like they say I'm a fucking dumbass, delusional, hyper SJW, hyper woke, scoldy person that you should not follow. And then you start watching me and you're like, wait a minute, that's not fucking true at all. Same with all of these other communities that are even more related to my fucking political opinion, that are closer to my political opinion, or at least portray themselves as people that are closer to my fucking political opinion. So one of my friends watches through the election coverage and still thinks you're a triggered lip. Okay, well, your friend is fucking brain dead then. Shouts out to your friend, but he's a vegetable, I think.
Trump souvenirs. The businessman turned president bought the property for only $5 million in 1985, about 10 times less than what the original owner paid. With membership prices that include a $200,000 initiation fee, the ultra-exclusive club has made more than $20 million a year since Trump took office. Now, the Secret Service is planning his life after the presidency, which includes renovating the club so they can officially move in. Here's a look inside the luxurious Mar-a-Lago and the incredibly wealthy history behind the now famous estate. What is it really like to live like Donald Trump? He's lived in the White House, numerous penthouses, and multiple mansions, but no property is more famous and more representative of his opulence.
It's so gnarly. Like, it's so nasty. I feel like it's gaudy. It's trashy. It's silly. I don't know how else to describe it. He's tacky. He has no fucking taste. It's so obvious.
Opulent lifestyle and extravagant taste than this exclusive beachfront country club. Mar-a-Lago is a...
Who do you think gets the worst rep out of all the political commentators, streamers, YouTubers that you think share similar political opinion of you? It's all a matter of who has more of a public profile. So in that case, I would say still myself probably. Because I get fucking shit on a lot. I think Bosch probably gets a lot of hatred too. But like, people say fucking Chapo is fascist adjacent and stuff from time to time. But again, it's all dependent on like what kind of attention you're attracting and from who. Bar says that? Wait, really? Bosch thinks Chapo is fascist adjacent? What the fuck? Fucking, there's just some. No, he doesn't. Okay, I was gonna say, there's just something wrong with fucking anarchists if they literally think that.
A 128-room mansion in Palm Beach, Florida, located on 20 acres of lush waterfront property. It actually spans the width of the entire island it's located on. Originally built in 1927 by wealthy serial heiress Marjorie Merriweather Post, Donald Trump forked over $5 million for the property back in 1985. By 1995, he turned the estate into a full-fledged and ultra-exclusive club modeled after European palaces. Trump nicknamed the property Winter White House, which is fitting since Post had originally wanted her estate to be used as a seasonal retreat for sitting presidents.
Chapo is terrible. Oh, resident anarchist chimed in. Where is he? Or she? I don't know. Chapo is terrible, but no, but they're not fascist adjacent. Chapo is terrible. Okay.
Ajan? Pole dance stream
Like,
when?
of course, dude.
Pole
Anarchists
dance
everywhere
stream
around the
when?
world, they
Pole
cannot stop
dance
themselves
stream
from
Pole dance stream when?
talking about how fucking
dance
terrible
stream
Chapo
when?
is, no matter what happened, or they.
Stream when?
Presidents. The resort is now estimated to be worth between $200 million and $300 million, thanks in large to Trump's luxurious taste and extensive renovations, and the fact that it's huge. It has 58 bedrooms and 33 bathrooms. One of the first things Trump did to the mansion after buying it was build a 20,000 square foot ballroom with $7 million worth of gold leaf decorations. He married Melania in this ballroom and often references the wedding's famous guests, like his political opponent Hillary Clinton. Trump's love for gold doesn't stop there, though. He also spent about $100,000 on 4 gold-plated sinks and decorated the mansion's many rooms with lots of chandeliers, 16th century Flemish tapestries, and unique oriental rugs. There's also an expensive 1927 Steinway baby grand piano worth somewhere.
Wait, this is please don't fucking place anything on this baby
rugs. There's also an
on this Steinway baby grand piano. Well, but you put something on it.
Hassle.
Oh, famous guest equals Epstein? Yeah, true.
Expensive 1927 Steinway baby grand piano worth somewhere between $70,000 and $150,000. Even the formal dining table is pure art. The grand dining room emulates Rome's.
It's pretty funny that, like, such a fucking gaudy, rich piece of shit was able to captivate so many working class people. Because, like, while Democrats still win the majority of people that make less than $100,000 a year, there's still, that doesn't mean that, like, they win every single one. There's still, like, nearly 50%, maybe 40% of the fucking working class that voted for Donald Trump out of, like, the people that voted, you know? And it's wild to me that those people are so desperate for just, like, a crumb of populist messaging that they were like, they're so desperate for like anything that speaks to them in the way that they want to fucking be spoken to, that they're like, oh yeah, no, this guy is totally on my side. Like he's advocating for my best interest. It's decorated like a Cheesecake Factory. True. I never thought about that. It's like if Cheesecake Factory was decorated by your grandma.
Slowly wrecking Bedsos 3.
Like these like ugly ass fucking very expensive chairs with like the white. It's so depressing. Like rugs everywhere. Ugh. Yeah. I find it like such an eyesore. It's so gnarly. Rich people are so tacky, goddamn. Not all rich people. I think that there is rich people that pay others to actually fucking pay others to like actually make something that's a little bit nicer and normal looking. It's just, this is nouveau riche.
Kigi Palace. Trump also adapted a coat of arms for his family thanks to all the expensive furniture and antiques he bought with the estate. He commandeered the coat of arms, which once belonged to Joseph Edward Davies, Post's third husband, and had the Latin word for integrity replaced with Trump. Another perk to the property.
They made the fucking AI readout guy laugh at that. Dude, what the fuck? I've never heard that
The Latin
before.
word for integrity replaced with Trump. Another
I've never heard that. You know, these are like fucking, this is like, it's like an AI farm or something, right? That's so funny.
Another perk to the property is that it's a quick helicopter ride away from Trump International Golf Club, also in Palm Beach. To pay for all this, Trump has made sure Mar-a-Lago only attracts the richest guests. To get them interested in the resort, he built a...
The richest guests are also the gnarliest rich people. Like, they're not, like, rich people, old money people, they don't fuck with this shit, dude.
Okay.
They go to, like, fucking Yellowstone. They go to, like, you know, private ski resorts and shit. This is, like, real crusty rich people. Like, ugh. Like, really old. I guess maybe that's changing now because Donald Trump is, like, made it okay to be so crusty and so fucking crude.
a ton of useful amenities on the property, including a spa, beach club, and tennis and croquet courts. To make them really want to come, he made sure only the wealthiest could afford the costs. Club members used to pay a $100,000 initiation fee, plus annual dues of $14,000 for access to the estate. That price doesn't even include taxes and the minimum annual cost of food that each guest has to spend at the club, which is $2,000. Following Trump's presidential victory, Mar-a-Lago's initiation fee quickly went up to $200,000, but the increase seems to have been worth it. Mar-a-Lago has been fairly profitable over the years. Trump made about $15.6 million from the club in 2014, but after he became president, the annual revenue went up to about $25.2 million in 2017, before dipping a bit to
Wait, what were they?
$15.6 million from the club in 2014, but after he became president, the annual revenue went up to about $25.2
So interesting.
million in 2017, before dipping a bit to $21.4 million in 2019. The club is also worth it for the guests. With membership, they gain access to luxurious pools, beaches.
I don't get how people hate Chabo but love you. Like, you guys have a similar style of rhetoric. Like, honestly, you fit right in with them on election night. Maybe you're a bit more serious, but honestly, you and Felix have the same style of humor. Yes. And I love Felix. Like, he is my friend, too, on top of that. The Chabo boys are my friends on top of everything else. And they're great. And their overall thoughts are good. Maybe sometimes I disagree with them on like minor issues, but overall, they're fucking dope. The issue is that you're not Bernie or Busters, but they're not even fucking Bernie or Busters. It's delusional to think that Chapo is Bernie or Bust. They don't even give a fuck. Like, they like Bernie. They're like me. They like Bernie because Bernie advocates for their worldview. They like that's the extent of why they like Bernie. They're not like, we're Bernie or Busters because, you know, Bernie didn't win. Not like us DNC rich people off to Colorado. I go at the end of week to spend the winter sheltering in places Southwest Colorado ski resorts. Get wrecked plagues, no nouveau riche BS here, just days and days of the slowest 2 months of PTO banked. Why are you doing this? Like, do you want to become more of a villain in this community? I'm so confused. Hassan, this is a smooth brain take. They're Bernie or Bust. No, they just don't give a shit. And they're right. If you like and agree with what I have to say, I'm surprised that you would be so anti-fucking Chapo, because I don't say anything that's like that different than they do. I mean, I don't give a shit if you like. Ultimately, I still said, like, go vote for Joe Biden, especially if you're in a swing state, right? That's the main difference. They didn't, but they're not like, they were just like, do whatever the fuck you want. They didn't say, like, don't fucking go out and vote, or said that they're gonna get mad at you if you vote for Joe Biden. Do they vote Biden? I've never asked them because I don't care. They live in fucking New York. It doesn't matter.
Hassle.
Your takes on cops are way better than Amber. She says really dumb shit a lot of the time. No, Amber is great too, but yeah, I don't agree that, like, you know, cops are working class or whatever. I think that's a big difference between me and like some of the Chapo in regards to like talking about police as an issue. But they're right too. They're right when they talk about cops and racial discrepancy in policing. Like it's so weird to say that they're not to say that they're all that different. Their subreddit got banned because they said they wanted to kill slave owners. Chapo is okay, but online leftists and anarchists shit themselves whenever Chapo or TrueAnon have some take they don't entirely agree with and call them CIA plans.
Keep it up, Hassle.
Yeah, I see the difference is like they are not live 24/7 like I am. So when someone comes in here and says stuff like, "Oh, dude, you're a CIA plant because you have this bad take," I just say, "No, I don't. Shut the fuck up," and I continue. They just have podcasts, so they don't have the same level of access. But
3.
if they were to also consistently and constantly stream or whatever, you would probably hear the exact same kind of pushback from people that lose their shit over arguments that they don't agree with.
Pogo.
You know? It's just dumb as fuck. Like when people say, "Oh, you're a cop," or "You're like a CIA plant," or something. A lot of Democrats are neoliberal or bust, and many have said they would never vote for Bernie or Elizabeth. So what's wrong with being Bernie or bust? It's silly, but I'm not going to get upset at you. Ultimately, there is a utilitarian argument that you can make, especially in the short term. How do we reconcile the fact that the police and argue are the most socialist form of employment and have the most active union, but at the same time recruit people who hate these things? I mean, it's like the military. Benefits from high levels of socialization. Anyway, let's watch this crusty
Dining
shit.
halls and private lounges. They can also rent out entire rooms, like that glorious ballroom, for private events like weddings and charity galas. Trump has also used the club for his own presidential events and retreats. He's hosted world leaders at the resort, like Chinese President Xi Jinping, and treated them to extravagant dinners and parties. According to
That's the worst part.
Chinese
Look.
President Xi Jinping, and treated them to
The most gnarly shit is like the buffet. Like thinking about that buffet, ugh. Like, you know, that shit's been out there in room temp for like hours, you know what I mean? It's sitting on a pile of fucking dirty ice. Oh, just imagine how fucking warm and crusty the outer shell of that shrimp is, dude.
extravagant dinners and parties. According to the Government Accountability Office, Trump's trips to Mar-a-Lago in 2017 cost taxpayers at least $13.6 million, while all the trips throughout his whole presidency may have cost them more than $60 million. The amount of money Trump has made from the property is mostly the result of the amazing deal he managed to score when he first bought it in 1985, for about 10 times less than what was originally spent building it. To understand how Mar-a-Lago has become so famous, let's take a quick look at the building's extremely rich history. Mar-a-Lago's original owner was Marjorie Merriweather Post. She was once the wealthiest woman in America, with a net worth of about $200 million near the end of her life, which is about 1.5
motherfucking slay sister, dude. Slay queen, lady. I did not know this.
billion today when adjusted for inflation. This incredible wealth came from her inheriting the profitable Postum cereal company from her father.
Dude, I love that. I love when rich people pick themselves up by their bootstraps and become the richest people on the planet by working super hard and inheriting their wealth.
After he passed away in 1914. Soon after his passing, she started building Mar-a-Lago with specific ideas of what luxury should look like. which included lots of art, gold accents, and an extensive library. Once construction was completed, she had spent about $7 million on the property, which is equal to more than $120 million today. Mar-a-Lago has always been extremely extravagant, thanks to the big names Post hired to work on the property. American architect Marion Sims Wyeth handled the design of the estate, while Viennese designer Joseph Urban, who also worked on a number of royal palaces in Europe, did the interior design. Some of the mansion's most striking characteristics were the black and white marble floor blocks, on which there were 2,200. Post also had a collection of 36.
That's why, if they were people of color, you wouldn't be talking shit about them. Yeah, dude, I notoriously love fucking black billionaires and brown billionaires. Like, I always talk about how that means progress, and that means that you know, all the problems of black people are solved now that, you know, they specifically now that there's like a couple black people that have been uplifted into the top earners of society. He's back, by the way. I wonder what it is that I love. I wonder why I love fucking European castles and shit, but I despise all of this. I don't know what it is.
6,000 Spanish tiles dating back to the 15th century, and 20,000 roofing tiles that came from a Cuban castle. The gold leaf-covered living room ceiling is one of the estate's most famous features and was inspired by a ceiling in the Accademia of Venice. Mrs. Post was so extra that while living there, she even had circus performers providing entertainment at all of her big parties. In 1973, Post decided to donate her prized mansion to the U.S. government to be used as the president's winter White House. But in 1981, the government returned it, citing the $1 million annual maintenance cost as the reason why. Instead, they decided to declare it an historic landmark. Donald Trump reportedly coveted the mansion for a while and made a generous first offer of about $28 million, but he was turned down since the estate was technically a piece of protected history. But eventually, Trump ended up getting extremely lucky. When the market slumped, he managed to get his hands on the property for only $5 million, which is about $12 million today. He paid an additional $3 million, $7.2 million today, for all of Post's antiques and furniture. From there, Trump quickly went to work on the renovations, keeping Post's opulent style while adding his own touches, like a glamorous gold-framed portrait of himself. Mar-a-Lago has long been one of the places.
Dude, that's so clown, dude. Oh God, you're such a fucking clown ass for this, dude. That is so stupid. Oh God, you're such a stupid fucking. Oh God, you're such a fucking clown ass, dude.
Has capital.
This is literally the same as like having your fucking phone background be. No disrespect to the people that have themselves as their phone backgrounds, but like, I mean, this is actually worse than that. Says Mr. I own a Hassan Piker basketball. I mean, you guys bought it for me. Like when I have your artwork, like it's not like I commissioned this. It's my background on my fucking. It's my background on my computer because, like, it's your artwork that I'm celebrating, that I'm fucking promoting, because I love it. I think it's great. It's beautiful. And it's also my streaming computer. Like, you think my Faptop has a photo of me? No. My phone background doesn't have a fucking photo of me either. It's this. Like.
Of himself. Mar-a-Lago has long been one of the places everyone wants a chance to explore, but unless you have a membership, you aren't getting any farther than the gates. With its rich history, it's believed that there are hundreds, if not thousands.
Yeah, put me in your phone background instead of yourselves. I think that's healthier. I'm just trying to have some simps, dude. I feel like I don't have enough simps. Think about this a lot.
Thousands of interesting antiques and secrets hidden inside the mansion that have yet to be explored. Anthony Senecal was Trump's former butler and also served as Mar-a-Lago's unofficial historian, and in 2016, he revealed a couple of these secrets. He said that the library is full of century-old books, including rare first editions, that he never saw any of the Trumps reading. He's also talked about how the Trump family kept mostly to their private wing of the residence, where Trump's children grew up. Another big secret is what exactly the Secret Service will do on the property once Trump is no longer president. U.S. presidents receive protection even after they leave office, so a few Secret Service agents will be following him to his Mar-a-Lago pad, which he's named his official residence. Renovations are apparently underway to make a Secret Service appropriate wing, though they can't give away any information on what exactly that entails for security reasons. To give you an idea how much it might cost, keep in mind that while president, Trump charged the Secret Service for rooms at his club, which came to about $650 a night per room. It's expected that Trump could easily add $1 million worth of renovations to the mansion to make its Secret Service appropriate and to amp up its security protections. It might be a bit hard to keep the former president protected at all times, though, since guests are constantly wandering the property and enjoying all the luxuries it has to offer. The mansion has been described as a palace, and as such, there are also a lot of rooms and space to cover when it comes to ensuring proper protection. While Mar-a-Lago is famous for many reasons, some of them are a bit controversial, though they mostly have to do with Trump's urge to keep his estate as grand and exclusive as possible. His specific taste has led Trump into having his fair share of fights with Palm Beach over the county's property rules. In 2006, his 80-foot-tall American flagpole violated Palm Beach ordinances and was incurring a fine of $250 a day. Trump sued for $25 million,
claiming his free speech was being violated by the county's rule.
I've never seen... Whoa, dude. Okay, my man's spitting, dude. I have never seen one of these videos be so emotive. Like, they really outdid themselves on this one, dude. They're like fucking making fun of Trump pretty hardcore. Video's biased, brother.
What's all the news about Trump?
This video's biased, brother. Propaganda.
Can he actually do that? And if he does, what would that mean for the people of the U.S.?
His voice is not AI generated. No, I think they. I don't know. I feel like they make these. They make a bot fucking write these articles. I feel like.
Eventually came to an agreement, though, and the flag was moved to a 70-foot-tall pole while Trump donated $100,000 to veterans' charities instead of paying the fines. But in 2015, Trump sued Palm Beach County again, this time over airspace. He said that the county was making deliberate and malicious moves to direct departing flights from the Palm Beach International Airport right over Mar-a-Lago. The suit was dropped after the 2016 election, since the residence is now a no-fly zone for security reasons. It may continue that way after he moves back into the mansion, though it's possible another lawsuit will be necessary to keep the club quiet enough for Trump and his guests to enjoy. So Mar-a-Lago might not be all sunshine and rainbows, but it's safe to say that the opulent property has attracted America's curiosity. With its extravagant decor and even more extravagant membership prices, it's hard to say whether or not the club's revenue will increase or decrease following Trump's presidency. Trump has been known to take a very active stance on the club's operations, always asking guests what they enjoyed and what the staff can do better next time. It's entirely possible that his being back at the club will improve its services even more and perhaps attract more guests interested in joining a club owned by a former American president who also lives there. One thing's for sure, though, Trump got himself a bargain for this historic mansion, and there are likely more secrets and priceless artifacts behind its doors that we may never even know about. Would you join Mar-a-Lago if you could? Or how about pay for an in-depth tour? Let us know in the comments down below, and feel free to tell us what famous property you'd like us to explore. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video.
Okay, we're gonna do P.O. Box in a minute. I'm gonna tweet it out right now.
John.
It's P.O. Box time. I've decided. And also, before we get to the P.O. Box, it's top of the hour every hour, 60-second ad break. Now, if you'd like to have an ad-free broadcasting experience, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do it for $5. You get access to emotes. You get access to... Wait, what the fuck? Why can't I... Sing mail time as you do it? Wait, it's not letting me fucking tweet out the link? What the fuck? I haven't run the ad yet. But, yeah, I'm going to run the ad right now. If you'd like to no longer see ads, you can subscribe for $5. Or you can do it for free with your Amazon Prime account. Connect it to your Twitch account. Here's the ad. P.O. Box now, Pogo.
TFW when you realize Trump ran for president to get airplanes away from his property.
Okay, let's do it. I think sometimes you're too hard on yourself, brother. Am I? I feel like I'm not. Wait, it's not letting me. Yeah, sending messages too fast. Chatterino is not letting me fucking spam my own link.
Dad passed from COVID, man. Can't believe people don't take this shit seriously.
It's literally not letting me write. I'm writing right now. Look at this. Wait, what did the dono say? Oh, fuck. I didn't see it. Look. Shit. Fuck. What did... That passed from COVID, man. Can't believe people don't take shit seriously. Hey, man, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope I can make I hope I can, you know, make things more fun for you. Restart it, you Pepega. Why does this shit happen with Chatterino all the fucking time, dude? Oh yeah, now I can do it. There it is. Okay. Chinese knockoffs that are way too obvious.
By producing a staggering 80% of the world's counterfeit goods, China's copycat culture has become the most famous in the world. From luxury gadgets and fashion to cheap snacks and food, there's an idea.
Alright. My Chatterino always bugging on a stack. Me too, bro. Me too. I don't know what it is. Okay, it's P.O. Box time.
Love you, Ajan Pogo.
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Now, for those of you who don't know what this is, in P.O. Box time, you guys send me some stuff to my P.O. Box, my public P.O. Box,
Streamers always hassle.
and I take a look at them. Sometimes, a lot of time. Well, this literally what I'm wearing currently. The P.O. Box time is basically just a time when I get clothes. Otherwise, I would be clothless. And also these glasses that literally you sent. This ring that I wear all the time is a P.O. Box gift. These glasses are these glasses from the P.O. Box. The shirt that I'm wearing. Yes, I'm a Trump girl. Deal with it. Again, another P.O. Box gift. So, basically just everything and anything and everything that you send me, I get in my P.O. Box. And then I just fucking wear it all the time. Otherwise, I would just be wearing all the secret, insanely expensive Supreme clothes that I have that I never wear for some weird reason. Hold on. Heavy. I don't even know what the fuck's in this. This is massive, dude.
Okay, Chad has mods. Thank you, Ajan, for changing my life. You have no idea. XD.
And then another bag full of stuff. Okay, so I don't know what this is. Probably the mail-in ballots. But I am going to...
9 months hassle.
I am going to start with this massive one because it's taking up a crazy amount of space. With a knife that I got also from the P.O. Box. So let's take a look at what this shit is.
Pobox? More like, as Pobox.
I just realized, like, literally everything I have is P.O. Box. Like, everything I wear, everything I own is from the P.O. Box. It's crazy. Oh. What the fuck? God. Hey, Hassan. I found your stream this year, and now I never miss the chance to catch you while I'm on the clock at work. Thanks for being significantly more engaging than spreadsheets. Enjoy Hosbuff Gamer Frog Trump from Elliot Junipero.
What is it?
Oh god. Oh, it's falling. Oh, it's too big. Remember when I said what kind of fucking simp would own a life-size cutout of Donald Trump?
He'll try again. Love you, Hassan. Say
Well,
it
someone
back,
sent
please.
me one, so thank you. Put this behind me in 1 second.
Jackie
Hold on.
Hyper.
Oh! Fuck! Oh!
Ballin'. Ajani earplugs are for and BTW.
I just literally gave myself a paper cut with this thing. I don't know how to fix the back of this thing, dude. Oh, fuck. I just got a fucking huge paper cut. It sucks. It's deep as fuck, too. You're supposed to hang it up or something? I don't know how this works. I've never had a cardboard cutout of anything before, so I just don't know. It actually fucking stayed. Dude, people are gonna actually believe that I'm fucking like a Trump supporter now. I have way too much Trump shit. I'm just covered in Trump shit.
What did you think would happen when you tried to handle the Trumbo? Of course he's gonna fight back.
Just cut my fucking finger. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort, dude.
Here for the Hasanabi.
Got another package from Australia, by the way. Got another package from Australia. Hey. Fucking Australia, dude. Okay, there's a lot of packages. There's a lot of packages, and there's small ones. I'm going to start with some of the smaller ones here. This one is from My Photo in Delray Beach. In a FedEx
7
package.
months I adore the stash. Sparkling heart. Pogo.
Nothing else in it. Nothing else in it. Take a look at what's else. The white box
Christmas
here.
came early for the Hasman.
My Photo. Upside down. I'm not sure if non-believing heathens can celebrate Baby Tiny Jesus Day, Tiny Diaper Jesus Day, but I'm hoping the seasonal merchandise and the picture it's adorned with will solicit emotions you confuse to be ones of divine origin. Much love, Useless Legs, #1 fan who can't stand. Inshallah. Aww. Oh, it's a Christmas ornament, dude. Of me and fish. I don't even have a Christmas tree, though. This is really nice. Thank you. Thank you, Useless Legs. Use less legs. Very nice of you. Hang it on Trump? Okay, no. I don't want to fucking disrespect Fish's memory like that. Even though he was a based Maoist third worldist and therefore voted for Donald Trump because he thought it was the only way to end American empire from within. Okay, this is from Pablo and Frida. The burn, the issues, a guide, the vote. What the fuck? Hi, Hassan. Couldn't decide on just one shirt to send you, so this is the second one. Again, have a good Christmas. Hope you like your gift. Him. A burn. A little ironic because it's a younger burn and it says immigration is good. And Bernie back at that age definitely was not pro-immigration, but hey, thank you. Yeah, he said open borders is a Coke proposal. Like, oh, whoa, are you ready? Good? Uh-oh. Well, I'm still doing the P.O. box. Okay, I will. Okay, this is from 415 Technique. It's a letter in the mail. Oh God, is this stickers again? Oh, you guys gotta stop sending me stickers, dude. Thanks for all that you do. Okay, these are really cool though. Never mind. Thanks for all that you do. Your stream has made my day so much better. I sent a shirt too, not sure what will arrive first. From Batzio in chat. Bernie Sanders skateboard sticker. There's RIP fish in it as well. It's from Etsy. No, because like stickers, I don't usually stick them on anything. These are really nice. I might stick them on my laptop. I'm not a big sticker guy. You know? These are wonderful though. This one's great. Skateboard Bernie.
Hasami, thank you, Arjan Hasami.
Not me, us. Bernie's a comic book character. Bertie Sanders. Looking good, smiling. And lastly, Radical Bernie. He is radical. Right. Put him in a sticker book? What the fuck is a sticker book?